So this is the full condition. So you can open this nice and easily without damaging these zip ties. Just open it easily. Then you can see how much mud and soil get deposited. You can see it. Completely the chain is going on a mud only. So this is the thing. Okay, so how you gonna clean it? So it is a dry mud, so you can use a screwdriver to take it out. Just put a paper underneath so that it won't get on the floor and don't get messy. So the best thing to clean this kind of mud is using a handsaw blade. I didn't found the handsaw blade right now, so I am doing it like this only. So since it is a dry mud, so it will be easy to clean. Then after cleaning you can use some diesel or kerosene or chain cleaner to clean it completely nice. To clean it completely nice. So here is a bolt that has been covered with this mud. So since I've been planning this bike for last 2.5 years, looking about it. So in this last 2.5 years I saw what are the issues people are facing. The one major issue is the center stand. So that is a major issue. So without a center stand, chain lubing and cleaning, doing this stuff. So since this is on the other side of the bike, if the chain is on the left side, usually where it should be placed, then it will be really difficult to clean this portion on a side stand. Since the chain is on the other side, bike is inclining to the other side, so it will be easy to clean this on in a side stand. So but you cannot lube it properly on your side stand. So you need to have a center stand or paddock stand. So I will try to figure out a way to put a center stand, or I will make a dedicated center stand for it. But in the last 2.5 years I made a paddock stand because Husqvarna is creating a lot of trouble. So I created a paddock stand, foldable paddock stand that can be stored on a rack, wall rack. That you can store that on a wall rack, because when I saw on internet I found a lot of jugaads. Even people used bricks to brick put it underneath the engine and the tire get lifted up and then they lube it. The thing is, this has a this side start cut-off switch, engine cut-off switch. If the bike is on side stand, you cannot put the gear and run the bike. So if you run the bike and lube it, then it will be even easier. But since that sensor was there, if the side stand is not on, it's not on means not off, exactly off, then it is like really hectic to properly clean and lube the chain. So I understand people are spending like 3 lakh rupees on buying this bike, but they won't able to buy the cheap quality paddock stand for like 2000 rupees. So the 2000 rupees bracket paddock stand are completely garbage. that that might if you didn't become very cautious, then that might leads to the fall of bike. So you put your bike on the paddock stand and you are working, and all of a sudden the bike fell down on yourself. Because right now you can see I am sitting nice and easily and doing the stuff. Okay, no rush, do it like really easily, get some time. So now I have to lift the bike a little bit, tilt the bike to rotate it and clean out the garbage, whatever was there stuck in the. Then I will use some chain cleaner or diesel to clean it up properly, or I will take it to the chain guy. He will do the rest of the job. Because right now I don't have diesel with me, and I only have the chain lube, not the chain cleaner. So I don't buy chain cleaner, I usually diesel. So this is a 15 teeth sprocket. Okay, so I will do the max job and he will do the minimum job, because that guy, the mechanic guy, was busy doing other stuff, so he won't going to do this much of neat cleaning. About that paddock stand, so I have been using that paddock stand on the Husqvarna perfectly and nicely. I made it like really heavy to you, heavy like really on heavy pipes. It's a foldable paddock stand, and it will cost somewhere around, if you need it, it will cost somewhere around 2000 to 2500. So I will test it on this bike for the Triumph, because I designed it for Triumph, seeing Triumph in my mind. And when the Husqvarna came and created a lot of trouble for that chain, at that point that paddock stand became like really necessary. So I configured that paddock stand as per the Husqvarna. I just need to test it on the Triumph, then I will show you. Because Husqvarna is like 150 or 160 kilo, it is way lighter than this bike, and Triumph is like feels heavy. I also made that paddock stand heavy so that you can put it easily, then store it easily. The reason people are using these cheap knockoffs or jugaads which are sold on internet, that's because of the storability and ease of use. Because a paddock stand, a proper paddock stand that is used by the service center people, that will cost like 4000 5000 rupees. That is like thick pipe, that is a proper thing. And at the same time I was thinking about getting one. Then I thought that not every day I was going to put the paddock stand on, because it will be really difficult for one person to put the paddock stand. Maybe internet they are showing it is really easy, but trust me, those who are doing it every day, for them it might be easy to put a bike on paddock stand, but you are not doing it every day, so it will be really difficult. And you don't want to put your bike in a misaligned place so that it will fail off. That will be like really heartbreaking thing and a really dangerous thing. Because right now I am sitting next to the bike, since the bike is not in paddock stand. But think about, if it is on paddock stand and it fail, then it will fail on myself only, and there is no way I can escape from it. So that will be a really dangerous thing. So right now I have to cut the video, because with one hand I cannot clean it properly, so I need both the hands to clean it properly. Then so right now it is like almost 1, so I have to go to the service guy, or not the mechanic guy, in this condition only, so that he can um, clean it with diesel and then tighten the chain, then lube it there only, so it will be easy for him. I will just put this uh, piece, not this one, because this also, here you can see how much dirt got deposited here. It became like really heavy because of that dirt, so I need to clean that also. Okay, so that's it. Let's cut the video here. Yeah, stay tuned. If you need that foldable paddock stand, that foldable paddock stand can be stored like in this much of space, like literally in this much of space, on a wall rack. On a wall rack you can easily keep it. It is exactly like the shape of a car jack. If you have seen a car jack, the way the car jack is stored in a bag, the same way I designed the paddock stand. So keep on subscribe, and if you need it you can comment me in the comment section that I also wanted to need it, because I will make a dedicated video about that paddock stand so that you can understand its quality. And if you invested in a 3 lakh rupee bike, then also invest a little bit on a stand for its maintenance purposes, not this brick. When I saw the brick thing, it was like really heartbreaking that what have Indians done to a brand like Triumph. Brick, are you serious? That moto jack thing is a garbage thing, but still it's fine. And thank you for watching it. So this is how the chain loop is happening properly. So here you can see I have cleaned it, everything neat and clean. Okay, little bit of garbage there. Okay, now it's completely clean. So this is how you wanna lube and clean the chain, not with some jugaad, right? So let me show you how the chain is behaving, because the chain is like super loose. So here at this point you can see the chain is literally jumping. The chain is loose, but the chain is like, the chain is here, you can see the chain is like super loose. That's why the chain is jumping here. And because of this loose chain, you are going to have a performance degrade in terms of mileage and also the power. So I won't show you the paddock stand, foldable paddock stand, because I didn't patented it right now. So once I patented it, I will show it to you and you can have it. So here you can see the bike is running, right? So this is how you wanna lube the front sprocket. Don't put too much of lube, because too much of lube only attracts more dust and debris. That is bad. Do it in small amounts, so that's it. This is enough. So the smoke is coming out from, so now I need to go to the mechanic to tighten the chain. I will show it to you at that point, because tightening the chain is a precision job and you need some amount of experience to do it. That's why I don't want to mess it with, because here you can see how much the chain is jumping. A little bit of minute means misalignment in the chain can create a catastrophic
means incident, or might damage the sprocket at before prematurely, like damage the front sprocket or back sprocket prematurely, because chain is like really strong. Chain is made out of steel, and sprockets are not steel. So that's it. Let me tighten the chain, then after that I will show you. I won't able to show you this portion because I am going to cover it up. So the smoke is coming out of the silencer and the oil that dropped on the silencer. So while cleaning it, do put a cloth so that the smoking issue won't happen. So this is it. Let's close it down completely, and then we will head to the mechanic to tighten the chain. So the mechanic is going to do all the things, but since we are little late, so it is right now lunch hour. Right now 3:15 is happening. At 3:30 the mechanic will come back and he will do the chain tightening. So I thought I will do the looping, he will only tighten the chain. That's it. If you have any questions, do comment me in the comment section. Thank you.